If you're a manufacturer, listen up. Because the way your customers find you is going through a massive, seismic shift. Seriously, it's not just about a Google search anymore. It's about having a conversation with an AI. So today, we're going to break down exactly how you can become the answer that these AI assistants trust and recommend. Let's dive in.
You know, this scenario right here, it's not science fiction. This is happening right now today. The entire buyer's journey is moving away from your website, away from even a traditional search. It all starts with a question, a problem typed into an AI chat box. And if your expertise isn't part of that conversation, well, you're pretty much invisible.
So this really is the million-dollar question for every single industrial brand out there. See, in this new world, being invisible isn't about failing to rank on Google's first page anymore. No, it's about failing to be the trusted source an AI chooses to quote. If you're not the answer, you might as well not even exist.
Okay, so to figure out how to win this new game, we first have to get our heads around just how profoundly the rules have changed. And I mean, this isn't some minor algorithm update we're talking about. This is a complete and total rewrite of how people discover information.
And what's really fascinating is how this captures the shift in the goal itself. For what, 2 decades, the entire fight was about getting that #1 blue link. But today, with AI just giving you the answer directly, the goal is to be that quoted answer. It's a huge shift from trying to get a click to becoming the actual citation.
And that's where this whole new discipline comes into play. AI SEO, or as some are calling it, Generative Engine Optimization, GEO. It's all about making your deep technical expertise totally digestible for machines. You're not just writing for human engineers anymore. You're also writing for the AI assistants they're starting to rely on every single day.
And just look at the kind of questions people are asking. These aren't simple, fluffy queries. We're talking deep, technical, purchase intent questions. People are sourcing suppliers, troubleshooting really complex processes, comparing specs. These are the moments that lead directly to a sale, and they are now happening inside an AI chat window.
Okay, so the challenge is clear and the stakes are obviously super high. But here's the good news. The solution is just as clear. It all comes down to a really straightforward, actionable framework that's built on 4 key pillars.
And here they are, the 4 pillars for AI SEO success. First, own the topic. Second, structure for extraction. Third, build authority. And fourth, stay technically clean. If you can master these, you'll become the go-to source in your field. The name that AI systems don't just trust, but they actively recommend.
All right, let's start with Pillar 1, which honestly, I think is the most transformative. This one requires a complete mindset shift. It's about moving away from chasing individual keywords and towards establishing comprehensive, undeniable ownership of your entire topic.
The core idea to wrap your head around here is something called query fan-out. See, when a buyer asks an AI a question, the model doesn't just find one simple answer. No way. It actually anticipates the next 10 questions that person might have, and it builds this whole knowledge map around the topic. To win, your content has to address this entire web of related queries.
Let's use a real-world example. Imagine a buyer asks a simple, high-level question like, "What is injection molding?" Now, for a traditional search engine, that might just point to a Wikipedia page. But for an AI, this is just the launchpad.
This slide just illustrates that fan-out perfectly. The AI instantly expands that one little query into all these different categories: definitions, cost, how-to guides, alternatives, even supplier research. Every single one of these is a chance for you to be cited. If you only answer that first, simple question, you're missing out on the entire rest of the conversation.
So, how do you actually do this? How do you address the fan-out? Well, the most effective strategy out there is the hub and spoke model. You create a big, central, authoritative hub page, and then you surround it with specific spoke articles that dive deep into all those related questions. And the crucial part, you have to interlink them all. That's what signals to an AI that you don't just have a few facts, you have a deep, structured understanding of the whole topic. You've got real expertise.
Okay, so you've built this incredible library of expert content with the hub and spoke model. That's a huge step, but just having the content isn't quite enough. Now we've got to move to Pillar 2, which is all about structuring that content so a machine can easily parse it, understand it, and literally pull answers directly from it. You know, the simplest and most powerful tactic here is to format your content as a direct Q&A. I mean, literally, use your page headings to ask the exact questions your buyers have and then give a concise, direct answer right there in the first paragraph. This makes it incredibly easy for an AI to just grab that neat little package of info and cite you as the source. And this part is absolutely critical. We're often taught in writing to kind of build up to a conclusion, right? Well, for AI SEO, you have to do the complete opposite. Lead with the answer. This is called the inverted pyramid style. You give the definition, the list, or the verdict immediately. It's exactly what a busy engineer and an AI model are looking for, the solution, right now.
So, having the best, most well-structured content is a huge part of the battle. But an AI, just like a person, needs to trust who is providing that information. And that's where our third pillar, building AI-ready authority, comes into play. An AI figures out your authority by looking for signals all across the web. Are you being mentioned in major trade publications? Are you listed in trusted directories like Thomasnet? Are your experts actually answering questions on places like Reddit? These external validations, they act like a digital vote of confidence, telling the AI that your brand is a legitimate, credible source that's worthy of being cited.
Finally, we get to our fourth pillar, which is the technical foundation that everything else is built on. And the crucial point here is that none of your great content matters one bit if AI crawlers can't easily access and understand your website. A slow page, confusing navigation, these things can make your expert content totally invisible. A clean technical site isn't just a nice-to-have anymore, it's the price of entry.
So let's bring it all home. When you execute on all four of these pillars, when you own your topic, you structure it for extraction, you build your authority, and you maintain a clean technical site, you achieve the ultimate goal of this new era.
This quote right here, it says it all. The future isn't about choosing between Google and ChatGPT. It's about becoming the foundational knowledge that powers them both. The goal is to become the default answer, no matter where or how that answer is given.
And for the manufacturers who get this right now, the payoff is going to be enormous. You're going to get more visibility, drive higher quality traffic, and capture buyers at the exact moment they're ready to make a decision. This isn't just about keeping up. It's about building a competitive moat that will protect your business for years and years to come.
And ultimately, it all comes down to this one simple question. In the age of AI, every single query has an answer, and every answer has a source. The only choice you have to make is whether that source is going to be you or your competitor.